Hey kids, welcome to another episode of the 1-6 Pack, episode 61. My name is Trevor 16 Shooter. With me as always is my one co-host Tom at Eye of Awatu. Our friend
What's
TJ has a family gig. I still think he should be calling in from the phone or something like that periodically. But whatever. I gave him the link. We'll see what happens.
You gave him the link, but not the new link, because we did switch the link at some point. I thought about that. I'm like, if he joins in.
Well, he'll message us.
Maybe.
I think he's pretty wrapped up. It sounded like it was something like he couldn't get away from. So he will not be joining us tonight. If you're new to the show, we discuss 1/6 figures such as Hot Toys 3.0, In Art, Asmus, Third Party, and we have a little something to drink while we do it. We go live every other Friday. We hit 2,000 subscribers, so we're well over 2,000. Well, we're comfortably over 2,000 subscribers now. So we will be having a 2,000 subscriber celebration. I promise.
When he hits 3,000, you'll see maybe a 2,000 celebration.
So if you can smash that like button, if you enjoy the show, think about subscribing, hit the alert button to be notified when we put up new videos. There's
smash that like
videos.
button, even if you don't like the show.
Yeah,
just
smash it.
the like button.
Yeah, smash it twice if you really hate it. That is not true. We don't have a special guest tonight. I'm a little behind. It was kind of a rough week. Tom, what do you have to drink, man? What do you got?
I have absolutely nothing fancy. I have the same thing I had last time because I'm trying to clear out my fridge.
Yeah,
so it's quite right.
Yeah.
Hazy IPA. Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Also trying to clear out the fridge and didn't have time to get beer. So, it's terrible, man. It's terrible. Like I like wine, but I like red wine. I'm a red wine guy. There's very little Sauvignon Blanc. I'm all right with that.
A good Riesling every now and again because it's like a dessert wine. It's
a Riesling is dessert wines are like it's really like gotta be
good. It has to be
dessert.
Good Riesling. A good
Riesling
a good
Riesling, a good port, but like not often. Pinot Grigio, no.
No, thank you.
If that's the only literally all I have. I'm almost out of whiskey. Like I have a little bit left, but I didn't really want to go to the well on that. It's some good stuff. I wanted to get some Maker's Mark or something like that to, just have that regular, sipping whiskey instead of like something good all the time. But whatever. It's Pinot Grigio. It sucks. We can't even talk about it because it's not beer. But whatever. It's not even good Pinot Grigio. But anyway, let's see who's in the chat. Dave Orkin is first, as he usually is. What's up, Dave? I don't even know if Dave's here. He just likes to be first.
Good on him.
Matthew Weekly says, good morning. Is it not a glorious day? Where are you, Matthew?
I think it's always morning. He's in Ohio, so it's like late night. It's about your time, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Okay. He lives in a special place in the world in his mind, so that's what it is.
That's nice. Angel with Death,
Sandman.
I believe. Is that Sandman or Death?
No, that's
it's Sandman. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Sandman. Yeah. Very nice. Cholo Figs, what's up? Universal Key. Art G, what's up, Art G? We got Lego Wiccan. I love that name.
What's that icon? I feel like I know that character. Kind of looks like Kate Bishop, but I can't be sure.
I can't tell.
Let us know what your icon is, Lego Wiccan. Yeah. I would love to know.
Thank you, Art. Appreciate it, man. It is a grind. Yeah, YouTube's a grind, man. Did you
all
jump
social
on...
media is really?
Yeah. Did you jump on Threads? Speaking of, yeah, you did. Yeah, you're on.
I did.
I tagged you today. That's right. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Casper?
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. Stephanie, what's up? Oh, there's Dave. He is here. Nice, Dave. He likes to be first. I don't know if he joins us for the 1/6 stuff every once in a while, but everybody deserves a good morning, no matter what time of day it is. All right, I'll take that. Thank you.
I take that too. I think that's true.
It's Dr. Afra.
Dr. Afra. Oh,
it doesn't look like
looks
Dr.
like
Afra.
so. Right, because it looks like modern day clothing. Like it looks like so 2020 like type clothes, like a sun hat.
Yeah, isn't it like a sun hat? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it's Dr. Afra on holiday. That's awesome.
I guess so.
I got to read that title. I have not read the Dr. Afra title. I only saw her in Darth Vader.
Me neither. I just read the Star Wars books that she was in. The Darth Vader one, I think, was in. Yeah. She was in that run. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, we got a lot to talk about here. Anything else going on? Did you pick anything up recently?
I
Any
got
1/6
I
stuff?
got 2 hot toys today, actually, which
Whoa!
is funny.
What'd you get?
I got Moon Knight, which is right here, and I cannot wait to open this evening.
Mm.
I made good on
Ooh.
the May the 4th deal. These are just slowly starting to come in. The Death Watch.
Oh,
Mando.
sweet. Yeah. Nice.
So I also
So
I got him and Axe Wolves, which was like one of those buy two get like
yeah.
it's like
It was
$80
incredible.
off.
Like every time you bought another one, you saved a little more or something. That's why
Yeah.
I got 3. I got Axe Woves. Got the troop transport trooper from Mando.
Right.
What the?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I had
else,
that
I don't
one
even
already.
remember. Yeah. Pinot is not fancy, man.
Hey, it
Pinot
is
is
somebody.
Pinot is like the mahjong wine for people in Florida. Yeah.
I hear good things about it. The Doctor After series.
Yeah. I've heard good things too. That's one of the Black series that I'm sorry I missed. Her and the droids. I just didn't care that much about it at the time, and I'm like, I don't need that. Now I kind of wish I had it, but I do kind of hope they do kind of. It would be cool if somebody did that stuff in 1/6.
I can see Hot Toys getting into it eventually. That would be in this house because that's my partner's favorite character. So she has everything. Doctor After.
I say this too. Set Moon Knight free. Just open them while we're.
If it didn't come during my work day, it would be open already. It's like this is the first I've
at
ever
least
gotten
an hour, Tom. I mean,
I'm not opening it live on stream. That's how I break toys.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well,
I don't want to be responsible for that. I'm not gonna goad you into it if you know you're already gonna break it to begin with. Yeah, the Moon Knight. I haven't ordered it yet, man. I don't know. I really want it, and I'm like, I don't know.
I was day one knew I was going to get it. That Mr. Knight from Susu.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
I thought I was going to be day one order. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, I like the show. I'm like one of the few people that I think like the show pretty much all the way through. There was some low points.
Yeah, I enjoyed it all the way.
But I enjoyed it. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm like, it feels like if I'm breaking out of the teams, like I have my Avengers set, I have my Guardians set.
Time to build
into individual pieces.
No.
I already
He's a
have
team guy.
I know. I have the Punisher too.
Yep.
I know.
So you need a good Doctor Strange for him. Once we get Blade, there's going to be figures. You'll have to get Morbius eventually.
Oh no, I'm not getting Morbius. Fuck that shit. Well, Morbius won't be in the Midnight Suns in MCU if there is a Midnight Suns.
Well, unless they come up with their own, which they should, because Morbius is awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of Sony's supervillain verse. I do not need their whatchamacallit, the one that just came out, the trailer for it. Aaron Taylor Johnson is the Hunter one. Craven the Hunter.
Oh, I haven't even watched that trailer, man. I haven't even seen that trailer.
No,
I don't feel like watching it because I just don't want. Yeah, I don't want to be disappointed. I get sad. I get sad when all these great Spider-Man characters are being wasted.
Well, it's because
makes me sad.
It's I think Sony, when it's not animation, I swear it has to be like a boardroom collective. We need to sell this stuff, so we got to put this stuff in it because
we're paying for this. Give me a movie.
But like Spider-Verse, beautiful, but you could tell they let them just go. They got creative control and they let them go. When it comes to their live action stuff, I feel like it's designed by committee.
Yeah, I mean the Spider-Man movies were good, but that's because Feige had a hand in that.
Yeah,
that had a definitely a guiding hand in all that. So, what was that? I love your guys' excuse to buy more figures with $80 off if you get two $200, $300 figures. Yeah, but they weren't. Right. They were already discounted to some degree. Yeah. I mean, they were honestly the prices that they were for the figures that they were. I mean, Axe Woes with no sculpt, probably not worth it, but it felt worth it when you got 30, it was enough off of them. It
was enough of a discount because, like, at the same time, I was sitting on a $50 off coupon, just one figure, and I was like, "This will be." I remember it being significantly more than just using a $50 off coupon. If I got them, and I was like, "Yeah, I wanted them anyway. I want to fill out my Mandalorians, so it was fine."
We're talking about Moon Knight. Susu is a must for that head sculpt. Well, yes, probably because the one we're going to talk about tonight won't fit. No, it won't fit.
Also, the beard would be interesting for Moon Knight.
That's what I'm getting. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah. But man, it's good. We'll get to it.
Oh, wait. Why don't we dive into it? No time like
right
the
now?
present.
Go right to that. Go jump right to that.
Well, we don't have to jump straight to that. Let's
just
jump straight to the new stuff.
Did you Did you see Indiana Jones? I didn't want to ask you if you saw Indiana Jones.
I did not.
Oh, okay. It's good.
I'm not an Indiana Jones guy, so I will watch it when it's on Disney Plus.
Oh God.
What?
What happened to you, Tom?
I mean,
is it a time period that you're not into? Is it the 40s and 50s in general that you just don't care about?
No, I love the
Godfather. Like you haven't watched the Godfather.
Okay, I like 40s and 50s.
I'm just trying to find a pattern here.
Superhero stuff and like pulpy kind of like heroes, like The Shadow and like that kind of stuff. Like love that stuff.
It's Indiana Jones, man.
Yeah, but he just
serial pulpy action adventure.
I've had it boring. I don't want to make any. Sorry.
Oh God. Oh God.
No, you know what it is though is I think a lot of it is the fact that when the first time I watched those movies, I was in college, so like I was not a kid watching those movies. You know,
I wasn't a kid.
Which I feel like.
Well, no, I was younger than you. But
I feel like the people that have the nostalgia for it have it because they grew up watching this stuff. And I don't know why Indiana Jones just skipped our household, but it did. Whereas Star Wars was something I had on TV.
There might be. I mean, this thing is like people are talking about it as if like, oh, well, should they go on? First of all, no, it was a good ending for the character. I really liked it. I wanted to end it. I don't want anybody to play it. I don't want it to be young Indiana Jones, old Indiana Jones.
Don't be a young Indiana Jones. Come on,
Mrs. Indiana Jones. I don't want any of that shit, man. I just want it to be done. But I think that the idea that it was based on, which is, it was George Lucas. It was like the 40s and 50s serials that he grew up watching, before the movies or whatever, that were like a 10-minute thing, and like in the adventures of, I don't know, what the hell was the name? Like Kit Carson or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Or Flash Gordon. You know what I mean? That's where he got the idea for Star Wars. But it was always like a 20-minute serial or something like that. I don't think that appeals to people anymore. I'm not kids anymore. I don't think they get the whole. I think Nazis even like kind of been like worn off in terms of like their horribleness to like a new generation. I don't know. You know what I mean? There's new forms of that now, but like I don't know if people actually. And now I got to switch my camera because of course this thing's over here.
Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like kids growing up today are, as you said, like they might not be into the serial thing. Nazis they're in the political spotlight in a different way. So it's like it's kind of more like that. They kind of maybe see it from that side of things and be like, oh, it's politics. I don't want to talk about politics. Not just like fun running, punching, beat them up, kind of like knock down some bad guys.
Well, not to mention. And this is the last thing I'll say about it. Like, I think they're a little removed from the horror of it.
Yes, agreed.
And I don't know if there's probably quite a few kids in high school that couldn't even tell you anything about World War II. You know what I mean? Couldn't even describe where the Nazis came from or the rise or what they did or you know what I mean. So it's like. It's lost.
I see kids writing on the internet be like, yeah, we'll prove it. And then they send pictures from the the 40s and whatnot. And they're like, yeah, that's probably Photoshop. Prove to me that's not Photoshop. Yeah, they didn't have Photoshop back then. These are from history books from the 80s, please.
Yeah, but they're living in a generation where you could generate an AI image of Hitler wearing a dress and like it's like, no, Hitler, it's like, no, that's not real, man. Like you do have to believe some things, but good luck because you can't figure out what the hell's real and what the hell's not. Yeah. Wow, that's bleak. Anyway, Stephanie.
Well, we at least have people like. Oh, go ahead. Oh yeah.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Keep going.
Oh no, I was going to share what Angel said a couple comments later.
Okay.
Because he is. I watched Double Do as a kid. Oh no, wait, not that one. It was this one. I love old serials, and I'm probably the youngest one here. And like I like.
Okay, cool.
We're thankful for Angel.
Mm-hmm. And you Sandman. I mean, Sandman was probably, I don't know how old you are, Angel, but like, if you're the youngest one here of us, well, okay, that doesn't make you terribly young, but if you think in the chat you're the youngest one here by some kind of count of your own, Sandman was like I was reading Sandman in my college years. So like you know, if you're young, you know, that's
R2
cool.
is like my kids are 10 and 12. I want them to watch indie, but they looked at me like I was crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, like I think little like 10 and 12. I'm not even sure that they even understand what World War II was, or you know what I mean. Like I don't even know if you're getting into that in school. Like you just don't understand the bad guys. Like I think it's kind of over. I think the whole genre is kind of over.
But if you get them, if they grew up on the MCU, you could be like, you know, Hydra. It's what the Hydra is basically based on.
It's like this is real Hydra. This actually happened.
This actually happened. It's real Hydra.
And then they say, does Captain America fight them? No. Indie Rocketeer. Yeah, the Rocketeer was
great.
right in there.
I like
Phantom.
That Phantom I didn't really care for.
How do you like the Rocketeer and not India? I don't understand.
Because the idea of flying as a kid was like a massive dream to me. And a man with a rocket pack? Come on. That was great.
First legalized flying car. My wife showed this to me the other day. I don't know how the hell it looks like it's a drone or something. It's really weird. I think this is going to be
oh no.
There's going to be massive lawsuits for this thing.
No.
But it's actually been approved for like we can't even drive on the road now.
Right. People can operate things with wheels. I don't trust them things.
You talk about flying, like that was my dream as a kid, like the flying car, right? Like jetpack, whatever, flying car. And then I remember when they teased, we're really getting off track here, but when they teased what ended up being the fucking Segway, like they tease it like it's going to change transportation forever. They said it's going to change commuting.
I remember that.
And I'm like, dude, we are getting jetpacks or a flying car, man. It's happening. And it's like, oh, it's a fucking
we're getting a weird balance. You just got to lean on.
What is that? Like, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, that didn't change anything. Anyway.
No.
All right, let's get on with this shit. Let me pull this up. All right. Speaking of, we're going to start with the bad, and then we'll go to the good.
Ooh. Oh,
maybe we'll start with the ugly.
We could just let's just go for it. Yep. Peel that Band-Aid off. Just rip it.
Right. Exactly. So, I mean, I didn't see this movie yet. Did you?
I did actually,
right. We were talking about the special effects last week, I think.
Yeah, I liked it.
I heard it was fine, and
not
the groundbreaking best superhero movie that's ever been made, like they were touting it to be.
Right.
And I heard she's great.
Yeah,
and I love the idea that she's not blonde and she doesn't have a skirt, and that's cool.
Yep.
Dude, what the hell is that? Like, that doesn't look
don't know
anything like this poor woman. Like, she's gorgeous, and this is weird.
Do you think that they just had to get these pictures up quick, but they didn't have the face sculpt ready, so they're just like, just put Tom Holland's head on there and just swap out the hair. We're good. Just do it. Because it looks like Tom Holland to me. Like, so much so.
Working on it, but it didn't. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, I think the sculpt is almost there. The problem is this weird hair, the bad paint.
Magnum,
the forehead and the eyes are like too dark for her, and and the neck I think is too long too. I think, or maybe wait a minute, is it not? Yeah, it's too long. Yeah, it's too long. Look at this one on the right, man. What is going on?
It's
there?
Just
If you look at her with the suit on, her head is sitting right on the top of the costume. Like, kind of more like on the left, but it even looks like they photoshopped that because it looks like the head is a little right towards the back.
It does actually look like Photoshop.
Right?
Yeah,
they did something.
All right, Hot Toys. No Photoshop and prototype pics. Just show the goddamn figure. Let us know what we're actually buying.
Exactly. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't see anything. They haven't announced anything about, hey, we're going to fix this. You know, usually,
they will.
They'll put something out, you know, and say like, we're going to work on this. Sorry about that. That wasn't the final. Yada yada.
This is one that like
attached. That's weird.
I'll be honest with you. I couldn't tell you how that cape attaches in that movie.
Yeah, she wasn't in very long, right?
She was in enough of it that you get to see some good looks of the suit and whatnot. It's just the CG is soft in that movie because it was a little bit rushed. So I don't know if I can tell you how it attaches.
It's a cool looking suit. I like the suit.
The suit looks great. Yeah.
That doesn't look bad. And are we getting Zod?
Not again. I feel like it's the same Zod.
Yeah. That doesn't look bad. It's this weird spaghetti. I mean, the spaghetti hair. I mean, obviously, if I had my druthers, it'd be rooted. But I'm not buying it anyway, so like I don't really care all that much. But it's just you got to pick a different style if you're going to do this kind of thing. And she had like messier styles that I saw.
Yeah, it was messier. There should be like thinner tendrils or whatnot of the hair, kind of, because it was very
maybe
much...
put it closer to her head. I don't know. It's tricky. Nice stand though. Look at that stand. That's cool.
The stand is real nice. The light up base and everything like that. That's cool. That's nice. And it also doesn't seem to be styled for the Flash, which is interesting because it's just the crest, right? It's the super crest.
Yeah. I've heard some things about she may be brought back in.
I heard that too. Yes. They're working on maybe another, which would be interesting because they definitely left it open where we have this multiverse. The new DCEU could just be following a thread in this multiverse. She could easily cross over. So they left open some lines to blend.
Yeah. Yeah. Funny you should say spaghetti. You're having spaghetti, Rick?
Yeah, I want to know the follow-up to that comment.
Let us know. Spaghetti would be
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, and that's not her, man. Like, I know where people were, I don't know. There was some consternation over this, and because it got out to, what was the piece of IGN, right?
Yeah.
And that got ugly. The chat got ugly, ridiculous, stupid. Of course, devolving into bullshit as it usually does. There's nothing.
The internet, man.
She's gorgeous, man. Like she looks great, and this doesn't do her justice. It's just,
and she's like
not good.
She's super excited about this character, this role.
Yeah.
Like, there's pictures of her holding up, not Barbie. I forget which. It's like another one of those kind of Barbie type dolls. It's like a 12-inch doll of that figure, just like loving it. It's like her little version of her that she carries with her. Right. So it's like this would be a dream come true if it looked amazing. So hopefully they do.
Hopefully. God, think about that. Think about you finally get into like a movie. You're like, I don't know if you're into this stuff, but like if you or I got into a Marvel movie and got to play even like a minor superhero, we got a Hot Toys made of us, and
I would lose my shit.
They completely butcher the sculpt though. And you just look like a complete freak. Like, like, oh, fuck, no. Yeah, Hot Toys was paying attention to what people were because they pulled the photo of this figure off the banner. Yeah, they did.
Okay.
The day after this came up, they had her up on top, and then they put Indy back up on the top. Yeah. So they got the feedback, but will they do anything about it? We'll see. JC Hung is usually like putting some stuff up, like, "Hey, we're working on it," and that was just a prototype, but didn't see anything about that. So okay, moving on. What's next? What do we got here?
Rick's follow-up to the spaghetti part was there is a plot point in the movie about spaghetti. You're right. I forgot about it.
Oh, okay.
This figure is $265, by the way, which it's nice to see a figure with the rolling eyeballs and whatnot under the 280 mark. And I wonder if that's just Warner Brothers licensing isn't as much as Marvel / Disney stuff.
It still seems like, I don't know, man.
Still too high?
Yeah,
light up base.
Every once in a while, I skip back to like 3 years ago. You know what I mean? Like,
can't do that
time, and I'm like, what? What?
215 was like the average cost back then, right? Yeah.
And we were talking like, things are getting up to like 220, 230.
Yep. I hated that. Yeah.
And now we're at 260. We're like, that's not bad for you can light up base. Who cares?
Dude, I can't leave the grocery store with like a bag of groceries and it not cost $80. Are you kidding me? Like, times have changed.
Yeah. It's a world-changing event. All right, so I kind of skipped. I didn't really mean to go this because this is pre-orders. So let's go back to let's go back to releases. And
what do we got?
First thing I got on my list, we got the
Fennec?
Nope. We've got
those guys.
Marty.
Yep.
And Doc. Two figures I could really care less about. I watched this movie, and I like Back to the Future.
Yeah.
And Back to the Future 2. I have to go back and watch it because I really don't remember much about it, honestly. I think I watched it when it came out, and I may not have ever watched it since.
I've seen this one a couple times since, and it's just after the first two, it just kind of just falls off, you know?
Yeah. I think that's why I never went back and watched it again, so I just don't remember. It was literally when it came out. I don't love the sculpt.
No,
if I was a fan, I wouldn't be too happy with this sculpt. I don't think they've nailed Marty at all, ever, really.
I feel like their first Marty looked better than this Marty. That was a long time.
That was the reissue I got, and they just supposedly improved the sculpt, and it looks good. But I've seen an Inigo Gill that destroys it. So
customs for sure.
But they've been killing things lately, you know what I mean? And this is a new one. I mean, it's a new one based on an old property. I'm wondering, I keep wondering, like, is it really just the 3D scans that they can get of the...
I feel like that might be part of it.
I think it is, right? Yeah. And there's the stuff where they have to go back traditionally and look at imagery and sculpt from photos and stuff like that.
Well, you could tell where they didn't get a 3D scan from, and that would be Supergirl.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I still think the sculpt is there. I think they're blowing it with the hair there. I think the hair is really ruining that figure. But you're not picking this up, right?
No.
That doesn't look good there.
I really like Back to the Future, but I'm with you where, like, this is the one movie that, like, if it didn't even happen and the second one was just left on the cliffhanger for all time, I'd be fine.
Yeah. So. You really gotta, all right, I'll take it back. Like, there's a lot of people who grew up with these things. Like right on the cusp of and this was everything, right? This was their trilogy. So I get that. I'm not disparaging that.
It's great.
I enjoyed Back to the Future for when it came out. It fell off. Back to the Future 2 is good. It fell off for me after that, and I just kind of lost track of it. But I just, for me, I just don't care as much. I have Back to the Future, representation. That's all I need, though. I don't need all three movies. I mean, there's Star Wars. I have a lot of stuff from all three movies, but there's not a lot of franchises that I need everything from every movie that ever came out.
Right.
Like, I need no Godfather 3 movies or figures. Thank you. It doesn't need to happen.
It's funny
how
good
though. Nice clothing
tends to be the one that tends to drop off.
Yep. Nice clothing. What do you know what this one was going for?
I will look it up right now.
Okay. Meanwhile, I'll move on to Doc, which I know there was more consternation about. And I'll zip through these things because I know this is kind of old. We didn't cover this.
$270 on Marty. And the wait list is open, which means that he sold out on Sideshow.
Yeah.
Same thing with Doc.
But I gotta think that's a whole other topic. But I really think, based on my experience with like Crosshair, which I have not been able to find a Crosshair. I thought I pre-ordered him. I did not. And I'm on the wait list, but I really think that there was that period of time in COVID when I know a lot of people were coming into collecting during that period of time, because there was just like, you're getting stimmy money and you were getting paid for, basically staying home, just for some people not doing anything. You got into collecting and you started, buying some stuff. And I think they overproduced a lot of stuff in that period of time. And I think they're underproducing now, or at least producing probably correctly.
More comparable to orders, yeah.
Yeah, I think him selling out is probably right. It's probably not a lot of these out there.
Yeah.
So Doc, a lot of people hated this hair. Again, my memory of this, it's a pretty good likeness.
It's okay likeness-wise.
Yeah. I know that... Craig. Dean is doing a new hat for him, which I guess is more accurate.
Is this hat removable?
I don't know what's inaccurate about that. No, I didn't think it was. Or maybe he's doing a full sculpt. Maybe he's doing a full sculpt, and he was just showing the hat. That's right. Yeah. Of all the Doc sculpts, though, I don't think this is bad.
Well, the other one,
I think he looks younger than he should,
yeah.
and I think he looked. Is it look that he looks younger than he should? I think I heard somebody say that.
He does look a little younger than he should. I mean, he should be the oldest of all of the Docs that we've
Correct.
seen.
Right. Yeah, I think that was the complaint, the main complaint. Again, the clothes look really nice. I love, just seeing like this period clothing and stuff.
Yes. The clothing's very nice. The details that they put in these figures are always really nice.
Yeah.
Even if the sculpts don't hit or if you don't like the movie, it's just I could always appreciate the artistic endeavor.
And Hot Toys stitching and construction has definitely evolved over the last 4 to 5 years for sure.
Yeah.
Really nice. It looks good. I think it looks good. I know people are complaining about it, but I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. And you can always go get a Craig sculpt if you're not happy with it. All right.
I think if you're a fan of this series, I think you'll probably be happy with both of them. They're not perfect.
Yeah.
And they give you a good place to, as you said, you get them. You could upgrade sculpts if you want to down the line, upgrade some stuff. But from a starting point, they're pretty good.
Now, this clock didn't come with anything, did it?
I didn't see it in part of this. And also for $270, I don't think that coming with you.
Yeah. I know somebody's making them online. I saw that. Like somebody's putting them out. So you can go grab your Dio piece there.
It could just be a cardboard clock that comes with it. Who knows?
Yeah. Athena. Figure that everybody was waiting for. I don't know. People, I don't have a problem with this sculpt.
It's not as good as the prototype. That's
the problem.
Yeah.
The crown is way high, or is it in the right place on?
It's lower in the prototype. Yes, right. It's definitely lower in the prototype.
But I don't know which one is correct. I'm not really sure.
I'll Google it while you're.
Okay. I mean, this is Angelina Jolie. This is one of those things where if you took this little piece right here, and brought it out onto the streets and said, "Who is this?" people would say, "That's Angelina Jolie."
Yeah,
I have no problem with that whatsoever.
The production model is closer to the movie with the placement of that thing. Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely this is more accurate than the prototype.
All right. Well, that's cool. I mean, that's for the better. Again, this hair just. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who just want to put it on the shelf, and there it is. But I want to be able to move this, and I know it's flexible to some degree, but it just doesn't.
Not enough.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
They need to, at the very least, if they're going to be doing rooted hair like this, they need to give you an action hair pose that you can swap out with magnets or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think at the least, if you're going to be doing sculpted hair.
Sculpted hair, yeah. Give me 2 head sculpts. I don't care if it's the same expression. Just put another hair sculpt on it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, the Eternals, The
Eternals
I enjoyed it.
More people talk about it in retrospect as being better than they gave it credit for in the first time.
You're right.
I only saw it in the movie theater, so I really need to watch it again at some point to kind of see how I feel about it now.
I think that sculpt's really good. I think it's actually very good.
It is very good. It's just when you see the prototype next to it, you're just like, oh, the prototype was 100% right.
And I'm going to show you. You know what? I'm going to do this right now. Hang on a second. I got to go to Instagram. I have to jump off what I was doing here, but let's just go to. I believe this is 0. Wait.
What are you looking up now?
No, not 30. Yeah, it is 30. Who's putting out the
which?
The
Let me help you.
What's his name? Nirvana.
Oh, is that Blitzway?
Oh, Blitzway. Thank you. It was Blitzway. Yeah. Because we're doing all the. So this, right here. Hopefully they have it on their page. This is how you do blonde hair, kids.
Yeah.
This is blonde hair. It's a little dark underneath. It's light on top. It's flat. I don't know what this is. This is like some sort of silvery platinum sheen. This is not, I mean, hair in the most glistening of sun might have this look to it, but not all of it. You know what I mean? It would just be the part that's up by the sun.
I will say
ridiculous.
Though, this is actually because I looked up the pictures of Thena from the movie. I think they did platinumize her hair in this movie because in every shot it actually looks like this, where it is just like a wall of white on her hair.
All right.
Yeah,
damn it. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, it's just like it doesn't look like the Kurt Cobain, which is right. You're right. That's more of a natural, like dirty blonde, kind of blondish look. But this
is that her? Wait a minute, that's not her. That's a cosplay.
Gotta love good cosplay when it confuses you. Yeah.
Let's see. It's all the Hot Toys. I can't find an actual image of her.
That's a painting.
I mean,
but
that's
yeah.
blonde.
Yeah. Speedster action was really well done. Oh, I lost Trevor, or at least I'm not hearing him. Oh,
you lost me?
I did for a second, and now you're back. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna turn on some tabs. Might be overtaxing my. Shouldn't be, but whatever. Anyway, but yeah, stop doing this with blonde hair.
I asked the chat if they were getting Athena, and we have since we don't have TJ here, Alberto threw out a nope, and then Elliot also said yep, that's a nope from me, dog. So yeah.
Nope.
Boom. TJ's here in spirit with a big old nope.
Yeah. All right. Let's not go. Do we remember how much this was, or did you see?
That was $270. Yeah.
Oof. God.
Yeah. Three in a row at $270.
Crazy. All right. Let's jump up to Reeves.
Easy pass.
Who said easy pass?
Thena. Like I said, I asked if the chat had planned on getting her. Yeah.
So on the other side of the coin, this looks great.
Yep.
This is an excellent sculpt. She looks very good. Love it. Oops.
I love I'm a big fan of this armor, how she looked in the movie, and how the figure ended up coming out. Looks perfect.
Yeah, she's the only reason. That's the only reason I got Axe Woves is because I wanted to have all three of them.
Same here. Because I got her, and I was like, you know what? I need Axe to just complete the set at this point.
I just need a little balance, and otherwise, I could do without him.
He had a bigger role in this last season. He had a lot more to
bigger,
do.
Yeah, even bigger than hers. I mean,
definitely
Koska Reeves, but no
head sculpt.
Yeah. See, again, going back to what we've said forever is that, like, offer me a head sculpt for $100, $80, $90 for that figure, I'll buy it, and I'll buy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not going to cost you $90. It'll cost you $20 to make that thing tops, and you can sell it to me for $90, and I'll buy it.
If it were $80, I would totally get it. If it were $90, I'd be like, that's a lot. But
really, $10, Tom? $10.
You have to draw a line somewhere, Trevor. Somewhere, right?
Yeah. Indiana Jones and $90. I guess they were, yeah. Oh, God. Well, we're gonna get to her, but that looks so good.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, this looks great. So I ordered this a while back. I think it's shipping from Sideshow now, right?
I believe it's set to. Yes, I haven't got my shipping notice yet, but then again, I don't get a notice. I just get hey, it's in your mailbox.
That happens to me sometimes. Yeah,
it's like cool.
Yeah,
woke up to a Moon Knight I wasn't expecting at all.
It's like there's a two-step process. That somebody packs it and ships it, and then the guy who has to get to send the email out to tell you that it's shipped, he's behind.
Yeah.
So, like you being in California, what is it like? It's like.
It's about
right
a 24
right? It's right in the
hour...
backyard, right?
Yeah.
No. But I mean, it's not that far from you. I mean, it's relatively so. You know what I mean?
Right.
As opposed to like where I am.
Yeah, I'm excited for her.
Yeah,
she looks
really
great.
good.
another 270 figure.
Yeah, I had some points, so I did apply those back then, I believe. Now, wait a minute. Oh, she doesn't have rolling eyeballs, does she?
No, she does not. This is way
pre-rolling
before the
eyeballs.
inner.
That's
Yeah,
I'm like, she's not looking at her.
she's looking
Her
through her
jetpack.
forehead.
So still looks good though. I'm digging it. 270, another 270. All right. Let's go to the pièce de résistance. They did show the Kamen
We're
Rider.
not at that part yet. We're not at that part, right?
No, I don't know.
I thought we were talking about releases.
Yeah. I'm passing by
It's
it.
right
That's
there.
the only thing to
Okay.
show. It's like that's
It's
it.
true.
It's
It looks awesome.
It does look awesome. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's good, bad, indifferent. It looks cool. I mean, I like the look.
I would say good, but I don't know.
Are they all
don't
good?
know
I don't know.
like,
I don't know the
start with
premise
bad
of
guy.
Kamen Rider. I'm really not sure. I don't know. Anyway, this thing is freaking. It's taken a while, but this looks great.
Yes, this does look great.
Incredible. And Ming-Na Wen has got to be like. I can't wait till she has this in hand and has it up on her, because she's pretty prolific on IG and stuff. So I think.
Oh, does she post this kind of stuff?
Yeah. She posted her Black Series figure and all that stuff.
Oh, so she'll definitely post this thing.
She's going to be so excited about this. Yeah. And this is exactly how it's going to be sitting on my shelf right here.
Nice. Very nice.
Because I finally got to break out the Boba Fett and the throne. And that's cool, man. I like it. I got him without the helmet on because that sculpt is just too good to have the helmet on. But and I got to be honest, I'll probably have Fennec, like, holding her helmet, resting on it or something, because this is just too good to hide. I love the helmet. It's funny. It's like, I love all the bounty hunters with their helmets and stuff like that in their outfits. But man, this just looks too good. That looks great. Love that.
It does. I'll let you guess on her price if you want to guess.
270.
Ding, ding, ding.
How has this been just slipping by me? I've just been like in a daze, I think. Just like, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. 270.
I agree with Alberto here. It's hard now seeing figures. Yeah, especially because they come out so good, and you're like, it'd be this much better if you could move the eyes.
Especially this figure. You know what I mean? Koska Reeves, I could get by with a little more of a, minor character, but to a slight degrray. But this just looks so good that
she just gives like that good side eye when something's like really pissing her off. Like it's
and she fits in so many. She fits in the Bad Batch. She fits in. So I mean, it would just be. I don't know what that means, but it would just be great if she was more of that deluxe figure. But I have to say, they've done such a good job that there's no dead stare here. There's no bad.
Right.
That looks great.
Yes. Koska, you could tell is a toy when it's staring at you. This is hard to tell.
A little bit.
A
little bit. Yeah, a little bit. This looks great. They killed this. Oh, I didn't realize she even had. That's cool. I didn't realize that opened. Yeah.
Oh right, I totally forgot that she had a mechanical.
Yeah. She's got the bionics in the middle
there. God, this TV series was like a fever dream.
I know. It's still a weird thing like that. That's what they went to do, and that's a thing. It's like people are augmenting them. I mean, they made that kind of canon with.
Luke's hand was like all that.
That's true. Luke's hand too, but what's his face?
Lobot?
No, the bounty hunter.
Oh wait, which one?
Not
Cad Bane. I don't know which one you're talking about. Lom, or whatever, the buggy looking one.
Good God, I cannot remember his name. Oh my God.
What does he look like? Let's play charades.
Describe him. The guy in the wrap with the wraps on his head.
Oh, that guy. Oh my God, I used to know his name.
Yeah,
off the top of my tongue too.
It's Bosk. It's Bosk. It's IG-88. It's.
I was trying to think of his name.
Forlom, Zuckus, and Boo.
Dengar. Thank you, Alberto.
Dengar.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ, losing my mind.
Wow, we're idiots.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, Dengar like made himself into like he was in like one of the I think in the Last Jedi.
Was he?
Like supposedly like the guy that was standing at the bar, one of the bar scene. Oh no, I'm sorry. Was it no, it was Force Awakens because that's when they went to Maz Kanata's place, and he was standing at the bar. I believe that's where he was. Wasn't at the casino scene, was it? I don't know. Anyway, he's there. He's all cybernetic. He's basically got this head left, and he's all so. Supposedly, that's the lore. He turned himself. He was kind of like changing himself into a cyborg, piece by piece.
Because he was just like
canon,
a dude
man.
in raps, and he sucked. So he's like,
it's cool. Canon. I guess
kiss to buy my figure. I must.
Towel wasn't cutting it anymore. Just like didn't intimidate people. So
yeah, I do feel Angel's right that Cobb Vanth will probably also be getting that same treatment at some point.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
We're gonna lose. Watching a toy live stream fell into a trivia show. I didn't study. You should have been here for the last Legions Lounge. Let me tell you, I felt so dumb when that Legions Lounge was going on, and I couldn't. That was
a hard quiz. I gotta say, I think I probably made that harder than two people were able to get through
your brother was rising the ranks.
He was quickly. Then fell off, but there was like 5 or 6 people, but there should be more people that have a chance. So whatever.
I do want.
We're going to do that on this show eventually. I got to come up with some questions and stuff, but we're going to do a quiz for a prize.
I'm ready
for sure. And I might work the word Dengar in there.
There you go.
Obviously, I can't remember it.
I love the texture on whatever material
the hair
is right here. No, like this.
Oh, right
here. Yeah, that's just a really cool looking texture.
I know.
Her whole outfit is.
The material, even here, the material textures are incredible. That has come a long way, for sure. Because it used to be they'd have to source whatever was out there and find something that was kind of close. So this might have been like a denim. You know what I mean? Like it just would have been like, it's good enough.
I feel like
now they're
with
actually printing these things. You know what I mean? They're imprint.
I feel like it was with Yondu that things started to kind of change in a dramatic way for the textures.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. We should go back and look at that and see if there is some sort of cue as to when that kind of stuff started.
That's when the switch flipped in my head that I was like, they are just getting these textures right. Because like I think before that there was like Thor and his armor didn't look 100% right. Some things weren't looking just right. And then when Yondu came in, they did every little thing to it.
Yeah. And this is imprinted. Like I think this has texture to it. Like this isn't a matter of
you could tell
there was a point where with customs that you got to a point where like people like Yunsel and stuff were like, we can print materials now. So we can take a material that's pre-made, obviously like a cotton or something like that, run it through a printer and print a pattern onto it. So if it's some crazy, like the Joker's shirt, you know what I mean? Like the Joaquin, not the Joaquin, but the Heath Ledger Joker shirt. They just print that, you know what I mean? Like, and that's only probably like, maybe 8 to 10 years old at this point. But this stuff is imprinted. This is like they're pounding this out into like some material and like pressing it, laser, whatever, doing it. It's really cool, man.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Which is, when you, I mean, that kind of stuff. That's why it's $270, kids. That's why you're paying $270. Beautiful. I cannot wait to get this. This is going to be great. Can't wait. I don't even remember what she comes with. Do we have a full? Oh no, this is because these are the blogger shots. Yeah.
I can look up the thing. I know she comes with a bottle.
Yeah, she's got the bottle.
I hate the way Sideshow has their pictures now. It's like, click for 16 more photos.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. I really don't like their site anymore.
2 guns, the little bag full of coins, her bottle, and her midsection opens up.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to the big boy here.
What's next?
First, at least in the world of hot toys. Because this came out first.
Oh, okay, we're talking. I didn't know who the big boy was. Indiana Jones is the big boy.
Well, not to you, but like to the rest of the world.
You know what I learned from when I posted about how good this looked, because this looks really good, is that people love Indiana Jones, but they don't want old Indy. They want young Indy.
Yeah, well, the reason they want young indie is because the young indie that they had wasn't great.
Right.
Indiana Jones has been, again, like, because that, and because of the years in between not getting anything from an official licensed manufacturer, has been the custom grail. I would say more than even the Heath Ledger Joker, which
Oh yeah.
held the crown
No.
for a while. Like that was like, oh, I want the perfect Heath Ledger Joker.
Just
Indie is
hearing
the
you guys talk
perfect
about
indie.
this,
Yeah.
like I
Oh yeah.
knew how like because you guys would be talking about details on like zippers and things like that.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, wow, they're getting like minutia into
It's
this figure.
nuts. Oh, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Like the amount of time and money people spend on getting the right texture for the strap on the bag, or the right scuff on the. It's one of those figures that people want a perfect
Right.
replica on their shelf of, and they will go. Some people will go to spare no expense to get it. So I get that the people who are not into that kind of stuff want something better than that has come out from Hot Toys in 15. How long ago was that DX?
God, you guys have been talking
Could it
about it since we
be
started doing the
15,
show.
18 years ago?
Yeah.
I don't even know, man. It's a long time since that came out. Maybe it wasn't that long.
No,
Maybe
I don't think it was that long.
12 years? Could it be 12 years? No?
If
Feels like
you're asking me, I will Google it and find out.
I could be way wrong. I might
What
be.
number
might
DX
be
is it?
God, I don't know. It's been a long time. Can I figure that out?
Let me see. Well, I know that it was 250 when it came out originally.
DX is DX05. Oh, it was 2011. Yeah, it was at least
12 years ago.
Right.
I would do it.
13 years ago. 13 years ago. So
from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, not too far off. So that not good. I mean, it was okay. They did do a Temple of Doom one. I know that after that still didn't really improve anything in terms of the sculpt. So yeah, I can totally understand why people want young Indiana Jones. I want this. I really enjoyed this movie.
The accessories and base look amazing. So yeah, I could totally see getting this.
Love Harrison Ford.
Yep.
This was I was just hoping that it was. I went into it like, all right, I'm not going to recapture the feeling. Although I gotta say, the first 20 minutes of it
felt right.
De-age him. Am I giving this away for you? You don't care.
No, that was in the trailer. They showed all that.
Yeah, I know. But you try to avoid trailers, so I'm like.
This one I watched because I was like, "Am I going to watch this movie?" I was like, "No, I don't."
I mean, I enjoyed the whole movie, but that felt like, oh my god, you know what? They could probably do like 3 more of these set back in time, and I was totally into it. Like a couple of little times, we'd turn a face, and you're like, oh, that was a little, there's a little something there.
Yeah.
And for the first sentence or two that he spoke, it sounded like the Darth Vader in Rogue One, where like, don't choke on your aspirin, like you're like, okay, that's old James Earl Jones, you know what I mean? Like it's like,
oh yeah.
But the rest of the time, I either got the de-aging right or whatever with the voice, and it was perfect, man. I was so like, damn, man, I'm watching an old Indiana Jones movie. It was fantastic. But I liked him for the rest of the movie, and he was great, and I want this for sure, definitely. Looks amazing. Leather jacket, leather boots, leather wired whip. I'll probably, I don't know if I'll display him on the stand or not. I kind of wish it didn't say Indiana Jones, but I know you can turn it around and it doesn't say Indiana Jones, so you could use it for, because what I want to use it for. I want to use it for photos.
Hell yeah! I kind of want the base just for photos myself.
I know. You could use this for Laura Croft or anything.
Yes, all my Laura Croft figures are finally going to.
Well, I know, finally. Well, really anything. Like I'm sure there's some Marvel stuff you could use this for.
Yeah, I mean, hell, the Bad Batch have been in caves where things are falling apart. So yeah, why not?
True. Yeah. Actually, that looks kind of cool because it does have, you can switch around it does have like the broken.
Oh, the bridge. Yeah, that's a cool
slat. So it actually does have kind of a two-sided use, which is kind of cool.
The foot clamp was a cool thing that Matt brings up.
Interesting, right? Like, I wonder if
Yeah,
that's going forward going to be a thing because, man, if it holds it, I
if it
love
holds it.
that. I love it.
National Treasure. Hey, give me Nicolas Cage from National Treasure. We'll talk.
There you go. That's a movie I could do without. Honestly, I know people love that movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it, to be honest with you.
It wasn't great.
I like The Mummy, though. I've seen The Mummy.
Do you remember? You're too young to remember the show Tales of the Golden Monkey.
Is that Nickelodeon?
No,
that's
I think it was on ABC. It
I
was meant to be like as Battlestar Galactica was to Star Wars, that was to Indiana Jones.
I am too young for that.
The TV
well before my time.
Jones. All right, rub it in.
I don't think my parents had even met yet. Come on.
Christ. Yeah, what a great sculpt, though. You got to admit, this is a great
it's a beautiful sculpt. They nailed it.
Fantastic.
It just made me happy to see Harrison Ford again because it brought up that maybe ESB Han isn't dead. Maybe we'll actually get it.
I don't know what the hell they're working. I don't know what the deal is. Like, if he has to sign this for certain movies and then retrospectively he has control over it and can veto it or something. I don't know. I know we all know like he loves Indiana Jones, and for some fucking strange reason he doesn't like Star Wars. Like he just doesn't like
sci-fi.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know.
I get that people don't like that because I don't like Indiana Jones. So who am I to say which one, he's wrong in my mind.
Yeah, right. But by the third movie I could see him like having something written into his contract that like he gets to, and yet we have Han Solo, Kenner action figures up the wazoo for Return of the Jedi. So I don't really know. I don't know. It's
that
weird.
Base so cool.
Yeah, base is cool.
Yep.
Yeah, very cool. So do you have the prices on these by any chance?
To be honest with you, SciShow doesn't even have him available yet. It just says RSVP.
Oh, that's right. They get RSVP. That's right. LED light up torch, which was pretty cool. I'm gonna guess. You got the deluxe with the stand, right? I'm gonna guess
340.
No, I was gonna say 320.
I don't know.
And then for the standard one,
I feel Harrison Ford's gonna command a
290,
a little extra.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 295 standard.
Purs are like nothing now. Like the leather jacket is gonna and the leather boots are gonna bring things up. So I'm gonna say 290 for the standard. I think they've already put Hong Kong prices out somewhere. But
probably.
I can't remember what they were.
But what we learned from Spider-Man 2099, Hong Kong pricing is wildly different than U.S. pricing.
Yeah,
because that was sub $200 in Hong Kong.
See, Wing. I love Wing. See. You remember that show? Yeah, it wasn't on. I think it had a season, maybe like 2, and then they canceled it. It was fun, man. It was a fun show. It scratched that itch when you were like you would watch Raiders and like you wanted more of that stuff, man. It was good.
Oh, that was the year I was born. It came out.
Yeah, and Angel says, "Oh God, Jesus Christ, really seriously."
1982.
Well, I was very young. I'm still born. Star Wars isn't big over there, so it could be that as well. It's possible, but Star Wars is bread and butter for them, man. Star Wars is bread and butter for Hot Toys. They don't care.
Think of how much Star Wars stuff they have coming out all the time.
You could use that for Allegiance. Might be a little big, but it could be cool. It would work.
I like that.
Odin says, I think if you don't have Dial, this would look amazing with a young indie head swapped in. If you're okay with representing the yeah. I mean, it's not going to. Yeah, exactly. It's not going to be exact in terms of, any.
He's not going to wear the same clothes on every adventure. Please, he could wear this outfit; it'll be fine.
Yeah, there are specific hats. There are specific jackets. Like everybody who looks at this goes, "That's the same jacket," and it's not. It's not the same jacket. It's not the same pants. It's not the same belt. It's very close, but there are differences between the movies that any indie fan, but fuck them. Like you could totally put a young indie head on this and be happy with it because it's really good. It's really good. You think it's going to be over 350?
I can see 355, 360 with the base.
Yeah. Maybe.
Damn.
I may be living in the past, but
If England is getting it for 280.
How did you? Where did you order it from?
Yeah.
Is it a third party?
Let us know.
I haven't. To be honest, I haven't looked it up because I don't really pre-order, at least quickly anymore. Like I don't really get on there and go, oh, I got to see what it's going to be like. It is what it is. I want it. Whether I get the base or not, I probably will get the base for photography. But Kit has the deluxe for 413. Wow.
Shipping is working the
He
price.
works the shipping, yeah. So yeah, you might be right. 350. It might be.
Toys on Fire is where Mark got it from.
Okay.
Which I've not heard of.
That's not the greatest name in the world for.
Man, I just got to bring this up because Angel
I love this.
roasted me in this comments, being like, "My mom was born in 1982," and that hurt me in a deep spot in my heart.
See, see how it feels. That's how it feels when you do it to me.
I do it to you because I know we're only like a couple of years difference. There's not like that big of a
couple
age gap between us.
Or more than a couple.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
You're not like 8 years older than me. Come on.
No. Do you want to say how old you are?
I already said when I was born.
When you were born.
People can say
I don't want to do the
math.
I don't want to do the math. I don't want to do the Do I have to pull up the calculator? I'm too tired.
I'm turning 41 in like 3 weeks. There you go. That's how old I am.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. All right. I'm glad people just don't know how old I am. I want to show this. This was apparently at a show.
Good Lord. It looks worse every time I see it.
It works worse, but I think the blue looks. I mean, it still looks
shiny. If you're gonna say shiny, terrible. Yes, I agree with you. The blue.
No, it looks
shiny.
darker than the pictures. I mean, honestly, obviously we know that you put light on anything, it's gonna lighten it up. But obviously, I mean that's science.
The panels look so weird.
It just looks a little darker. But it looks just horrible. It just looks horrible. Gray.
Nothing wrong with anybody who really loves this. If you love
it,
enjoy it.
If don't let us kill your enjoyment. We're very happy for you.
Yeah, but we don't love it. That's all.
At all.
No. I would run from it.
That's not good. Are you a Michael Jackson fan?
Yeah, I saw this figure. Okay. Yeah, let's see it.
So this isn't.
It's a
1/4 statue.
Let me just preface. I'm a fan of his music.
Yes,
and I'll leave it at that.
Exactly.
That is it.
There's the controversy aside, his music was great, and I was not a fan. I mean, listen, I watched Thriller and I watched all the movies, and I was like, all right, this guy's good, but I was like a metalhead, so I wasn't into Michael Jackson or anything like that. But
see, my first concert ever was Michael Jackson.
Was it really? But this looks great. I mean, this looks cool. I would buy this. Well, would I buy this in 1/6? I'd probably buy the Thriller look in 1/6, and I believe that's what InArt is coming out with, or they're coming out with a bunch of them. I think I think they're doing Smooth Criminal and a couple other ones. So
I don't think I'd buy a figure based on just the history he left behind of his own legacy as a person.
Yeah.
But his music will forever be the soundtrack to my childhood.
I think people are missing out on these music figures. And maybe I'm wrong in that people aren't buying them. You know what I mean? But I mean, the first one I got was the John Lennon, which it wasn't great, but it's not bad. I've got a custom Freddie Mercury. Why nobody's made like an official? Maybe Blitzway will do that. Who knows? But I love that Kurt Cobain. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, the Kurt Cobain
Hendrix looks good. I know people had some issues with the hair. Something else about it that wasn't quite right, but I thought it looked great. I almost got that, but I'm really not like a huge Hendrix fan. I appreciate everything he's done, but I'm not a big fan of the music. Stevie Ray Vaughan, give me a Stevie Ray Vaughan figure, and I will buy that in a heartbeat. All right, let's take a look at this. Holy crap, man.
It looks great.
Og Toys fucking killing it.
Let's see a production model, though. We haven't gotten a production from all.
Well, I do. I know I have it. I have the first Paul Atreides, and it looks really good.
Oh, that's out
now,
already?
Sculpt,
Yeah.
I just got it last week. I should have brought that up, but it's been sitting in a box, and then Cosmic Legions came in, and it was like,
yeah, Cosmic Legions take precedent.
Yeah. So I did open it up, and I did look at it, and it looks very good. The one we're going to look at looks even better.
A lot better.
Because it's a different look. It's the uniform look. He had the hair slicked back and stuff, but it's a great likeness. This freaking likeness, man. I don't know. Is it me, or is this fucking great?
No,
man?
on the left, it looks like that could be a photograph. On the right, I see the figureness of it.
A little bit.
That angle, that lighting, they got his nose just right. That looks fucking perfect. Excuse me.
Amazing. And this hair. See, here's what we're talking about. Like, look at the sculpting on this hair.
Look at what
compared to what Hot Toys is doing. These are strands of hair. This isn't spaghetti. This isn't thick clumps of hair. This looks like hair. If I didn't know any better in this shot anyway, the way the light hits it, I would say that's almost rooted hair.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Exactly
this
what
gives
Elliot
it away.
was saying. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, I can't see this.
I put it up at the bottom. Just the hair sculpt of the photo made me do a double take. I thought it was rooted hair. Really well
It's
done.
unbelievable. Like here you see the plasticness of it. It's fine, but like it looks great. I see what you're saying, like different angles.
Right, that's a little
it looks right.
It still looks good. It's just a little more of a figure, which is fine because
the right eye, but like
some angles is just like on point.
Like that angle not quite as good.
Bree, noted Oscar Isaac fan, says this looks great.
Yeah,
good.
Well, there you go. There's your seal of approval right there.
Yep.
And I still don't know why they're doing this. like I can't.
They gotta show you.
I can't do that with the figure. I know they did that.
You don't know.
Damn it! Oh my god, I am so excited for this, man. I mean, honestly, like, I'd take a Paul Atreides from InArt, but we're gonna look at Paul in a minute, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna need it. I'll be honest. Like this, I'm not gonna need Leto Atreides from InArt because if this looks like this, I don't need rooted hair on this. I mean, this looks great.
No, you don't.
I really don't. No,
and
I'm not going to pay $400 or $500 for it either. Because while I love Dune, this looks incredible, and I don't need anything much better than this.
Now seeing this sculpt, I kind of do want to see what this will look like on the Moon Knight body with that beard. He'll just look badass with a beard.
Yeah, Purrs might be good. There's a little thing in the jaw that's going on, like on the side.
It's just a shaped beard.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like in here. I don't know. Maybe it is. That looks damn good.
Yes, it does.
I'm hoping that they didn't Photoshop that because the paint. I don't think so. The paint looks incredible.
No, I don't think so either.
This is also on. Prototype. Yep, go ahead.
I was just saying again, this is a prototype, so we'll see.
True. But by all accounts and all the reviews I've seen of the first Paul, my own account of it, it came out very good. Very much looking like what they showed us. And I think they've only improved from that first one. So $255, man. That's what I'm talking about right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good price because you get Good,
I mean, look, you're not getting a ton of stuff. I mean, again, they're doing the Hot Toys thing. It's like, look, you get boots. Great. Okay. And shoulder
he has shoulders and hands.
He has arms. So basically, you're getting hands. You're going to get the vibro blade, and then you're getting these binoculars and the stand. That's it. So, not a great amount of accessories, but there's not much to do with these figures, unfortunately. It's sad because this movie is so great, and yet it just for thinking forward to merchandising, it wasn't very forward thinking. But that's okay.
Yeah,
I love it as it is. And I'm gonna try and find Paul here. Jesus, this looks incredible.
Yeah,
I'm loving this. Again, hair sculpt. This could be rooted hair right here in this shot. Not there. Up close, but I just
so looks like good
movement.
Good sculpted, yeah, hair.
Look at the movement. His eyes look great. He doesn't do that.
The figures have to do that now. I've seen it in 2 different figures.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I cannot wait for this. This is the kind of stuff that I'm like, yeah, day one pre-order. Is Sideshow carrying these? I don't even know.
I have not seen them on Sideshow, but let me check.
Because they're licensed figures.
Yes, they are.
Again, you don't get much, but there wasn't much to get. You know what I mean? The only thing I would have thought they would have put with this was a thumper. Pop, whatever. I mean, it's not much of an accessory, but at least it's something.
No, the only thing they have is a quarter scale statue.
Yeah. Weird. Yeah, amazing. Anybody in the chat getting these things? Has anybody talked about it?
Yeah, a couple people have talked about it. Bree said it was a day one order. It does seem like some people love it, so I would imagine yes.
Dune was it for me, man, and that was I watched it 3 times within 2 weeks, and I got to go back and watch it again because I really love it.
I got to watch this one again too. I liked it the first time I watched it, but I only seen it the one time, and I want to see the second one. So,
it definitely brought back. It's not Star Wars. I mean, this is what he based Star Wars on. He stole a lot of things from, and borrowed, and it's not that, but it just feels like such good science fiction done well. You know what I mean? And it's just really well directed. I cannot wait for the next one. So that's that.
I like what Alberto said. He was like a worm skin base would have been cool. Some cool.
Yeah, stepping it up on the bases would have been interesting. Yeah, that's a good call. They could have probably offered a DX with an interesting base. But there is the next movie coming out where he's actually going to ride one. So
spoilers. God damn it, man!
Well, it's in the preview. You kind of know what's going on. The only
I watched that trailer and I don't remember him riding on a worm. But I'll believe you. Yeah.
It was a good. I hated it because it was a good 3 minutes of a full scene. He's talking. He was "Don't get fancy," and he's like, "Okay, nothing fancy, right? Okay." And then he's sliding down the hill, and then he dives in, and he puts the things in, and then he's riding, and everybody cheers. It's well, okay, that seemed like it would have been a big moment during the movie for everybody who didn't know the story, but you just told everybody what was going to happen. He doesn't die.
You gotta sell it, I guess.
He doesn't get hurt.
That's fine.
Yeah. The only other thing I wanted to look up was this thing I saw from. Here it is. Okay. So this is interesting. Just a little bit of controversy. This is Mars Toys, who I believe they did a second version of the Joker, but Toys Wonderland didn't get it. And the whole reason was that the rumor was, anyways, that they weren't paying their bills. So,
right.
This I think came from T-Dubs, the Devil's Workshop. We regret to inform you that there has been a delay in the shipment of the product of the Mars Toys Ghost Hunter. You ordered due to quality control issues. We understand that this may be disappointing. We assure you that working diligently on these issues. Blah blah blah. Mars, what's that? Mars Toys shoots back with, "This BS company has no moral standard. They do have very high standard in terms of BS and scamming skills.
Yep.
We feel really sick of waiting for payment from this BS company. They took months to pay.
This is amazing.
10 of thousands messages to push and blame them. This is one of the reasons why we said we would not cooperate with them anymore. We seriously doubt about their financial situation." Shots fired. So we asked them to pay in advance as production is nearly finished regarding the Ghost Hunter figure. It's funny how they know about the quality issue. I think they do have, I don't know what that means. I think they do have serious.
I think it just means funny how they know about a quality issue. When you're right.
Yeah. There's probably a language thing. It's funny how they're talking about a quality issue when they have such quality control issues with their company. Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Because they're blaming it on them as a quality control issue. There was some problem with the figure or something like that.
T-Dubs is trying to pass the buck, knowing that they are at fault, but they don't want their customer base to have lack of faith in them. Granted, they couldn't have a deeper lack of faith just in general with their fan base because they've hurt everybody. And it's sad to see, but I've been seeing so many more 1/12 toy influencers start promoting Toys Wonderland. And I've reached out to them to be like,
really?
Can you should do some research on this before you start promoting them. And like, I still see it all the time. And I'm just like,
wow, I haven't seen any of that 1/12 because I know they're selling a lot of 1/12 stuff now.
They are. They're going more to the 1/12 route because
Mezco,
I think 1/6 companies,
yes.
SHF. From what I was talking with some of the people that I saw promoting it, it's because these people live in countries that don't have an ease of getting things like Mezco and SHF and whatnot. And Toys Wonderland is a company that easily sells to them. So they get it and they get it day one or whatever, and that looks good to them. And I'm like, yeah, Toys Wonderland has always been great until they're not, and then it's not a lot of times. And then
And I mean, do I wade into this?
No, we don't need to get into it any more than that.
Okay, but I mean, I'm not defending TW. You know what I mean? Like,
we shouldn't lie. Is really what it is.
That's the thing. Like, I've gotten so far, the exception of the very last two things that I'm getting from them. I had to spend. I canceled my pre-order for the DeLorean because I just like it's coming from them, which there's no recourse there. B, it's had quality issues. C, I don't know why the hell I ordered it in the first place. So I canceled it, and they wouldn't give me, a full refund. So they gave me credit.
Right.
I ordered two things, got one of those things with that credit. The second one, Wanda, has not come in yet. I have no doubt that it'll come in. Very little.
Eventually,
it'll come in eventually. I have one more thing that when I canceled a Joker, an in-art Joker, with them, that fairly expensive thing. It's a statue. It's outside of their purview. I'm a little worried that something might happen between now and then, or whatever. Plus, it's a statue, shipping, whatever. But that's it, man. I'm done with them.
Same.
But I can't say that they have not delivered.
Right.
On everything that I've ordered. They've been a pain in the ass. I've had to argue with them. I've had to go back and forth with them in emails. I've had to ask where the fuck things are. Yeah. But eventually I've gotten everything that I've ever ordered. So
if you like working for your toys,
yes, exactly.
They are a great company to go for, because I have
that discount will cost you about 6 hours to 8 hours of your life or more.
Yep.
So if that's worth it.
I have only two figures left with them, in Art Gandel and Peacemaker. Okay. Once those two are in, I'm done. And I don't fear that I'm going to get them. I fear that I'll get them months and months and months later after everybody else does. Maybe not Peacemaker, because it's Hot Toys. They seem to get Hot Toys in early.
Well, Tom, you're on the third. What do they call it? The third wave, the third
batch.
Third batch. You're in the third batch. Yeah. I've never heard of the fucking third batch. As if it's coming from the factory in batches. It's not. Like, you have them all. You have everything that you're ever gonna have, and that's it.
I wanted to share
that.
It seems like we're done. Yeah, this is 3-0 was at Anime Expo last weekend. They showed off a couple of their 1/6 scale figures, all based on anime. And we have from Cowboy Bebop, we have Spike Spiegel, which you might like it. I think that it kind of needs a little bit of work, but
now, what do you think needs work?
You know what it is? I feel
this is based on anime, so it's not like this is not like they're not trying to bring it into the real world or do the Netflix series or anything like that. This is just an anime.
But I feel like the
sticking up. Is that right?
The collar should be sticking out a little bit. The tie should be loose. That's all kind of right. His proportions are a little off. Where he should have very broad shoulders, really tiny midsection. He's very V-shaped, and then all of a sudden it's just like tiny little legs. But his head is a little big and soft to me. I feel like his nose is elongated. There's just like some little things. That
sure would look nice on you, Tom. You should get that one.
Why, thank you. Maybe I'll get that shirt. Yellow shirt. They showed off some other stuff too. Like
no, the one that popped up.
Oh God, I keep getting these pop-ups on this site. I don't even know what site this is, but I'm just like, whatever. They have Griffin from Berserk. I don't know if they showed Griffith before, but I saw that one there. And then I believe Kakashi we've seen already.
Do they have the Corgi from Cowboy Bebop?
They might get there eventually. Spike is the very first one that they ever showed.
Okay.
So Corgi,
I will buy the Corgi, but it'll probably come with a figure. Right?
I was really hoping, if you can see my mouse, that we get a close up of those Chainsaw Man figures, but apparently that's not in this set.
Nobody's got a picture of those?
No, they are. They're just not on this site.
Okay.
So I thought I had everything here because it seemed like a full gallery. Yeah. So
still have not watched Chainsaw Man. I mean, I've heard
really
things.
Yeah. So I would recommend checking it out.
Okay.
That's the one. Elliot's got it. They showed Makima from Chainsaw Man. She was the one that I wanted to show because she was the new one that we hadn't seen yet. She looked okay. She looked as good as Denji, the main character, did, or Power.
And that's all who 3-0?
3-0. Yeah. They had a big show at Anime Expo.
Yeah.
I feel like that's becoming more of a toy focused convention.
Yeah, it's good that's kind of they've hit that space, right? That's their space now.
Yeah.
It's pretty much anime. And I think like
Transformers too.
Asmus, like I think they'd be best to stick with games and things like that.
Asmus, though, there's an anime right now 3-0 is also doing figures for. It's called Jujutsu Kaisen. And Asmus did a couple of figures from that. And their Jujutsu Kaisen figures look to be way better than even 3-0's. I think that if they want to get into that kind of stuff, like do games, do anime stuff,
I think that's where they excel because you're not relying as much on a realism to the sculpt, and I think they do a good job with that stuff. I mean, I've enjoyed
at some point
their Lord of the Rings figures, but I think we're at a point in time that things are just stepping up to the next level where I don't think they can keep up with that kind of stuff. And they've done I mean, everybody you'd really need in the Lord of the Rings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's not much left.
And I think most of us that really are still looking to get Lord of the Rings are just kind of waiting on InArt to be like, okay, we'll move on to this character now.
Yeah, and we may or may not get even the full. I think John from InArt did say that we'll
do the full.
They're looking at doing the full fellowship, which although I think he said on a show, he's like, well, maybe. I don't know about Boromir. I'm like, dude, you gotta do Boromir. That's the one we need. That's like it's very
Aragorn was the one we really needed, and then now Boromir because the Asmus.
The Asmus Aragorn was terrible. That's true. But Boromir is probably second in line for terrible. And then the
Angel,
Hobbits.
I would love it. Uruk-hai, give me some.
Uruk-hai would be good. Yes, that's true. We do need the Uruk-hai. That's true.
There's a lot of figures that they could do.
Yeah, we need a Saruman. Oh my God. I have that Saruman from Asmus. That's like one of the first ones they did. It's terrible.
Oh, was it rough?
Yeah, it's terrible. Jello Figs, thank you, man. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much.
You. Cheers. I have no Pinot Grigio left, which actually is a good thing. So
I will cheers. I'm going
to celebrate that I'm out of Pinot Grigio. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, man.
Trevor's been putting in the work. I mean, between this show, he goes live every now and again, early in the morning, my time, so I can't join him to talk about.
I know. I did try to get you up there. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning.
If I knew maybe the day before, maybe I set my alarm.
Okay, I will try to let you know. Yeah. Especially when I would talk about like a 1/6 thing or something like that.
Yeah, hit me up.
I thought about doing one yesterday, but I'm like, we're gonna do this tonight. We're gonna talk about everything. So. All right, I'll let you know. I'll try and give you a heads up. The problem is, especially with the 1/6 stuff, it's generally I wake up and like, oh shit, something dropped. I'll do a thing. Yeah. So that's all there is.
And it's funny because I'm up late at night right before you wake up. And you're like, look how
you're 3 hours behind. So like, you should text me if you see something on Hot Toys at like midnight.
Sure.
Like you tell me like, hey, let's do a thing in the morning about this thing, and then I'll get up and go, oh shit, okay, let's go.
Okay.
I'll know you'll be
all
up. But exactly. I know. We're gonna,
I've been thinking about we need to do a 112 show at some point.
I'm trying to think how to work this in without like doing yet another just like because there's so much. Everybody's doing. I mean, there's enough 1/6 shows as it is, but everybody's doing 112 news. So I was trying to think of a different way to do it, but I think maybe just every once in a while we'll just do a get together show. I'm going to see how this like anniversary thing goes, because I just want to have people on, just like whoever wants to stream in, stream out. You know what I mean, like, and talk about whatever. We're not gonna. There's no agenda. We're just gonna talk about whatever comes up. So that may be the place to do stuff like that. But
we should start if you're doing that and you're gonna have people coming in. You should have people like submitting questions or anything like that. Just so you have like
yeah. True enough. Do you want to take a look at a shot?
Yes, definitely.
Let's not forget that, because we've forgotten that a couple of times.
I know.
I gotta reshare. Shoot.
Will you let me know?
Boom! It's our boy Jordan, and it's timely, of course.
Oh yeah.
So this is indie. This is he made this look great, man. I mean, this is just. I don't know which one this is. I don't know if this is the Temple of Doom or the Raider. Oh, this is the Temple of Doom because he's got the rip sleeves. It looks really good. The angle, the lighting. I like the little rim lighting on the back of him, and I love the cobwebs. I mean, it's just like a totally indie shot.
Yeah, so perfect.
He did a great job on the torch, lighting it up from that spot. You know what I mean? Yep. As if the torch had been lit, and it's beautiful. And Jordan's awesome too. So
he did a great job scaling everything. I don't know what his backdrop is there. If it's just like a cement corner that he found or something to drape all the cobwebs.
Looks convincing, and yet I can see it's like, hey. I wonder if he just took some foam and painted it gray, but goddamn, it looks good. He looks like he's walking into some sort of temple, man.
He says that he does like a lot of like really quick dio stuff, just to use for like a photo. So I could see that possibly being it, but it's very successful.
But that's it. That's key. Yeah. Like, just do whatever minimal amount you need to do to get the shot. You know what I mean? And if you have to hide a little bit of it, Photoshop a little bit of it, whatever, man. But
that's all you need.
I dug this because I'm in a totally indie mood, so. That's me. I know he'll be.
He said he was going to be here tonight, hopefully, but I guess he couldn't make it tonight, and that's fine.
Yeah,
but I like to see him like thinking about coming back to like chatting and being more.
Yeah, I miss him sending us $10 every 10 minutes for somebody to do something.
I miss his
he doesn't have to. He doesn't.
You miss his presence with the T.
No, I don't. I miss his presence with a C. All right, what do you got?
All right.
Oh, you want me to bring it up? I can bring it up, actually. I have it right here.
I have it right here.
Okay, all right.
It's fine. It's all good. Let's pull it up. Boom. I have our buddy Mark, Morpheus Visions.
I miss Mark.
This. Yeah, me too.
He was going to SDCC, man. Damn it. Is he going, do you know?
I don't know, actually. I got to hit him up. I thought you might be going. I was going to talk to you after this, but...
we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Let's see.
I saw this come across the feed, and I was like, how does he have, like, the perfect size stairs? Like, everything about this setting is just, it feels real, and it makes these characters, like, it looks like you're seeing a scene from something that I just never knew existed. And it's just like, it's beautiful.
And I want to exist.
Right. Like, this is that era of Luke and Leia that we never got to see. Like, when Luke was a Jedi and then them interacting together, maybe after training or something like that.
This is where we need stories. This is where we need animation.
Yep.
I don't think they'd get enough buy-in to do, the de-aging CGI stuff. And I don't think it would be good. I'd love to see good animation, like what's the thing on Netflix? Jesus, I was literally just talking about it.
Call Island?
What is it?
I don't know.
With an A.
Arcane.
Arcane. Yeah. Like that style. Oh my God.
Oh, that style should be for everything. Yeah.
To see the stories of this, but yeah, I mean, you're right, man. I saw this. I'm like, this instantly tells a story in my head. Like,
yes, it does.
Like, oh my God. This could have happened in Star Wars. Like, it looks like Star Wars.
And you could tell he shot this. He must have set this all up outside. He had the fog going because like the way this lighting like hits everything just perfectly along one side.
For sure.
It's natural. Definitely. It's beautiful. It's
you could do that, but I think it does look.
Oh, for sure. I also know Mark shoots a lot outside.
Yes, exactly.
He'll set all this stuff up in his backyard.
Do you think he made that step? Because I was trying to figure out like where he did. Okay. Yeah.
He makes it. Do you remember his Spidey band stuff.
Yep.
He made all of that. So
all
making
those
steps just seems
those
like
corners
it's like
of the buildings and stuff like that. Yeah, so yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Mixed with some real rocks to kind of like really make it.
And I love, it's got kind of that diagonal composition to it, and it cuts right through Luke, but then Leia breaks that, but then it's kind of an X. It's got that triangular, what is it called? Ratio to it, like
the golden ratio.
It's the golden ratio, but it's a triangular version of it where it cuts through unevenly cutting it into triangles, and it works like that way perfectly. Like Leia's face goes right through his cape. And then just that air up above where the rock fades out in the backyard or the background, it looks.
And backyard, possibly.
And the back, well, it could be their backyard, depending on where they're living.
Yeah. It's just a success all around. So Mark,
beautiful.
Well done.
Beautiful atmosphere. All right, man. I think that's a show.
Yep.
Yes. All right.
I think so.
We appreciate everybody showing up. Hit that like if you hadn't already. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Monday, if you're into Legions.
I might not be here in 2 weeks. That's Comic-Con. So just letting you know
you're
right now.
That's Comic-Con. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, we'll work something out because I forgot that's right. That's Comic-Con. Okay. So more reason to hit the bell because you never know when the hell we're going to be on.
Hit that bell. Hit that like. Hit every button under there except for the thumbs down. Don't avoid that one, but everything else. Subscribe.
Exactly.
Get it going.
If you're into Legions, again, we're going to be doing a show on Monday that's we're crossing the streams with Toying Around. We're going to be interviewing Eric Treadaway, sculptor, myth maker, world builder for Four Horsemen and Legions. We're going to be talking about Monkey King. We're going to talk about Figure Obscura and whatever else comes up. So that should be a lot of fun. So join us for that, and watch for the morning shows. Maybe Tom will show up on one of those. Maybe TJ.
I'll be groggy as hell.
Get TJ on his way to work or something like that on one of those. Yep. And what did you use for your backdrop for your most? That is a Crashbox Customs product called Tom. Help me out. What the hell is that called?
It's called the Complex. He has a whole product line stuff called Complex.
Yeah. So he's got this for sale on Crashbox Customs right now. You can go buy it. It's a really nice set. They're really versatile. We all have them.
3 of us on the show.
And you can Tom uses it if you look at Tom's photos, he's had them in the back for 1.6. I've had them in the back for a couple of 1.6 shots. So you can turn them sideways. They're just kind of like generic space stuff. You could use them for aliens. You could use them for whatever. But yeah, they're great. Go check those out for sure. And that's it. See you guys. We'll figure it out. I don't know. SDCC. Sure, there's going to be some stuff coming out around there. So hopefully,
God, I hope so.
Hopefully, a Return of the Jedi Han Solo, but we'll see. Join us next time to find out. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. May the phone be with you.
Exactly.